The wonder of radio communication, I think, is the communication angle involved. What the students learn to do is to be creative, to work together, and to communicate using their voice over the radio. And the radio course incorporates, both the radio courses incorporate a certain amount of voluntary work on the student radio station, where the students themselves run their own station with the help of staff, and they produce their own programmes for their own audience, for each other.
Glasgow Met Radio is basically a station that runs from within Glasgow Metropolitan College. It's run by students as an extension of the HNC and NQ radio programmes. We broadcast through the college campuses and online. We broadcast 5 lunchtimes a week, and we do 4 evenings a week, which is basically allows us to have 5 lunchtime shows and then 2 shows for 4 nights a week. Those shows are completely run by the students and managed by the students, and they take in all manner of styles and types of programme.
They learn not just the production process, but they also earn the respect of industry by that voluntary effort.
I do 2 radio shows a week, evening show, which is dance music, kind of specialist show, and a lunchtime show during the day, which is just kind of mainstream chart stuff, but it's really fun, and it's not as much what I want to do, but I think that's what makes it more fun.
What I enjoy about the course is I do a Wednesday show in the afternoons, so because I do a radio show outside of college, it helps me make my presenting better.
I also present an evening show which focuses on like new local bands, and I go out like during weekends and get interviews with them and go to gigs and get like live sessions and stuff.
I'm a presenter on a lunchtime show, and I also produce that show. And me and a couple other guys, we have to make up like a playlist for all the other programs that they have to play throughout. So with that, we do that. We also help try to promote the station through Facebook and things like that.
We kind of work on the basics of radio presentation, being able to use a microphone and speak. We work on the fundamentals of radio interviewing to get the most out of a contributor, which is really, really important in radio. We do a certain amount in relation to music radio, because a lot of our students are really enthusiastic about that, and we devote some time to the kind of research, legal issues and planning required for successful production, and I suppose that's kind of where we focus, and we're never too far away from the mindset that working with others, communication, problem solving are kind of the core transferable skills that you develop in a radio production context.
They're learning all the skills that are required for production. You know, they are producing their own idents, they're producing their own features for their programme. You know, they're contacting guests, they are arranging interviews, they're then being involved in live presentation, and they'll have a live show. They're basically getting all the range of skills that would be required for them to get employment within the within the radio industry. And they're doing it with a feeling of freedom. They don't have somebody always looking over the shoulder, although they know I'm in the background. There's no one, you know, the responsibility of the show lies with them. You know, their show is as good or as bad as they make it. If it's bad, I'll let them know that, but you know, the majority of times it's not. It's down to them. So I think they're getting a real sense of the enjoyment that you can get through making radio programmes. They're also experiencing probably greater freedom than they'll ever experience in their career, because they're allowed to choose their music, they're allowed to say what they want to say, you know, within reason. And you know, so I think there's a lot of skills and a lot of freedom that they're experiencing by doing these things.
Yeah, just getting to do the radio shows, not many people get the opportunity to do something like that, and it gets you playing the kind of music you like and your own style and stuff like that. It really gets you out there to do what you were planning to do. Most people come at the course looking to do music shows, so it's a really good opportunity to get your foot in the door.
Loads of practical work to do, like we get to use the studio, we get to work with software, we get to be part of live radio shows broadcast throughout the college and on the internet. And the course, we learn loads of skills as well, such as news reading. We also do learn how to make commercials, learn how to script write, and learn how to put programs and everything together. So it's really interesting.
You get a really, really good setup for the radio station. I was shocked for a college radio station because it's actually a really professional setup. It's a digital station. We've actually got 2 studios. You've got one in here, which is an analogue station, and you've got the digital station downstairs. So we use a software called Synergy, which makes things much, much easier. You don't need to use tapes or CDs. you can just upload MP3s in a matter of seconds. So it's like really simple to set up and you go broadcast.
The course covers so much. You've got like the technical aspect, you've got the producing aspect, you've got the presenting aspects, and they're all really good.
It prepares you really well because you need to. What you learn is that you need to go out and do stuff for yourself. So you won't. If you just sit there, nobody will come to you. You need to actually go out and talk to people. Where you get a lot of opportunities to do that here.
You're in the sort of environment you'll be in when you do go out to get a real life job. So yeah, the radio station helps you prepare that way, and also gets you working with people and gets you involved with the day-to-day running of a radio station. So I think it's really, really good.
I've got so much out of it. I've really enjoyed like the producing aspect, because that's nothing like before I came to the course. I was mainly interested in just presenting alone, and since then I've became really interested in like the producing aspect, the technical aspect, and these are things that I'm looking to get into once I leave college.
Because of what I'm doing outside of college, it helps me to make myself better as a presenter. So it does actually mean a lot to me, because all of the experience you get and the opportunities that you get to do here. Because if I wasn't doing what I was doing outside of college, then I wouldn't have any opportunities. This gave you the opportunity to do a radio show.
It's a really good way to get a lot of experience, and it's a good way to... It's good fun, basically, and it's a good way to learn something that you're going to have to learn. You get good lecturers, good teachers, and who really take time and effort to help you with what you're trying to learn. It
gets you in there on a weekly basis to really work on your stuff, and you come away with a good kind of series of radio shows that you can say to a station that I produced all these 10 shows, and it's voluntary, so it's off your own back, which looks really good as well. But it's great to get involved in that, and everybody else is really just as enthusiastic as each other, so it does start to become a wee family of the radio station. It's really beneficial that way, because that's how it'll work in industry.